All right, welcome everybody to the newest episode of Keep Calm and Don't Kick My Robot. I'm your host, Twiz. It's very good to see you guys, and we apologize again for the the audio issue that we had just a few moments ago. Easy fix though, and we got her dialed in. So, anyways, like I said, my name is Twiz. We have an amazing show built for you here, but what I really want to do is introduce the person that is in the box below me right now. He is going to be my co-host through like 90 to 95% of this this entire show, all the way up through episode, like, I don't know, 200, 300, something like that, maybe?
We better go that far.
That's what I'm screaming, dude. So, part of the DKMR team, I hung out with him earlier today. The guy is just a fountain of knowledge. He's hilarious. This is going to be a great time. I'm very happy to announce my co-host, Sexy Stutter, but for the record, I'm going to be calling you Stutter. No offense to you, sir.
Sounds good.
So, real quick, what I want to do, man, is just give us just a quick crash course background on your gaming a little bit, how you got with DKMR and everything, so people know a little bit about who you are, and they can, kind of associate with what you got going on.
All right. Well, when I was little, I mean, I'm not that old now, so like when I was really little, StarCraft 1 was the big thing for me. I could play it. I wasn't any good, but I just played against my brothers. I always wanted to beat them, crush them, just crush them.
Sure.
So like I got involved there into e-gaming, and then like I kind of like Mario Kart was my next big thing.
Mario Kart.
Yeah, everyone loved Mario Kart.
It's true.
Actually, one of my friends has like the New York State record in Mario Kart for like fastest lap. I don't know. It's ridiculous. I don't know how he did it. It was impressive. But yeah. Then we went through college. Everyone e-games in college. That's what you do.
Sure.
You don't study.
No.
You game.
It's crap. Right.
Yeah.
It's not what you're there for.
Exactly. Study and party, right?
Right.
No, neither. Game.
Mm-hmm.
So then, like, after that, well, I was playing Star Wars, The Old Republic, and I saw Hearthstone comes out, and I was like, well, I really liked Magic the Gathering. I wasn't any good, so, like, I kind of checked out, I checked it out, and I got into the beta really early for some weird reason. Like, I wasn't, like, any big guy or, like, famous, but they just let me into the beta, like, immediately. So I got in there, and then, after a little bit, I saw Poach recruiting, and I was like, you know what, I'll throw my hat in the ring,
Sure.
Be a part of the team. So, yeah, got recruited, okay. Poach, tried out, he's like, oh, yeah. And then, DKMR has been doing really well in general. We're sponsored by Hearthstats.net. You guys should all check it out because it keeps track of all your games, what you win and what you lose, and like what your best matchup and worst matchups are. Really helps your game out.
Cool.
And then we're also partnered with iHeartU, Blizz Pro, of course, and Hearthstone Players. So I mean that's kind of how I got to where I am now. If that sums it all up for you guys.
Cool. No, absolutely. And so, just so you guys can make the connection again, the whole point of this show is Blizz Pro and Don't Kick My Robot have partnered together to offer you guys this show. And what's happening essentially is I am an average Joe player. Okay? I'm just an average Joe player. And every week we're going to have a new deck introduced where we're going to put the cards together, show you why the deck is built, the strengths, the weaknesses, and stuff like that. And they're going to tell me what plays to make, and I'm also going to tell them what plays I would make and stuff like that. And we're just going to have a conversation. And, I mean, it's basically to make you a better player. Just from watching the show, understanding, giving a new deck every week for you to try. And, it's going to be a lot of good fun. And you know what? This kind of coaching, what you guys see here, is available as a service from DKMR. So if you're interested in that, you can actually get coached from DKMR. And one of the things that I found out really early was that it made the game fun for me. The game already is fun for me, but I kind of go through those lulls where I take 3 steps forward and 3 steps backwards, and then 3 steps forward and then 3 steps backwards, and it's like, this is not fun anymore. I'm not making any headway. But after playing with these guys a little bit, it's like, it's fun again, because I see the errors that I'm making, and it's making me a better player. So if it's something that, if you like what's happening, in the stream and in the show and whatever, and you want some coaching or something like that, visit DKMR. There's tons of details about it. And yeah, so I'll tell you what, there's one thing that has totally torqued me off this week before we get going on this, and that is, like, I have conceded twice because I got tired of waiting on people. It's like, dude, it's turn 1, okay? What are you going to do? I mean, the time damn near runs out on turn 1, and it's like, I hope to God you either wear sandals or Velcro shoes, because if you had to tie your shoes in the morning, that would just be a ridiculous amount of stress and thought on you, so I hope to God. But, oh my, dude, I've been running into that all week long, where it's like...
Those are the guys who read the directions on how to microwave a Pop-Tart.
Seriously. Oh, it absolutely kills me, so... Anyways, we could talk about how much we hate the guy on the other side of the board, or we could just go ahead and beat him right now. So, we are going to be playing a rogue deck that I have already gotten with Stutter on and built. And let's just go through it real quick. And why don't you tell us a little bit about the deck, and we'll talk about the cards that are in it and everything like that. We'll go card by card. But how does this deck play first off?
Well, the deck is kind of made towards like the anti-aggro, like especially it's really good versus Warlock, I think. It plays kind of like, it's a very tempo-based rogue. It's efficient removal is the idea. And, we just made it because it's interesting. I like the standard rogue better, and I also like, whenever you play rogue, it's like, it requires a lot more thought than playing other classes to me. Mm-hmm. It's like, because there's like so many more combos, and there's more plays you can make than usual. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like a good, like, it helps my mind get going for like when I like want to play like well.
Sure.
And I think it's a good deck overall. Yeah. The mana curve is just, I love this mana curve. It's like perfect.
Yeah, you can see 2, 5, 6, 7, 5, 3, 1, 1. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like something. It's beautiful. It's something out of a stats book.
Or Sports Illustrated Swimsuit Edition. One of the two. So.
Well, I'll take that one over the stats.
Now, the one thing I do want to mention, guys, again, is you can't win every game, okay? DKMR has a list of credentials as long as my arm of successes and wins and stuff like that, but you don't win every game, okay? And that's just the basics of it. So this is a solid deck. We've played through it before, but I'm not going to sit here and tell you we're going to go 5 for 5 or anything like that. But I'll tell you what, there's somebody that you need to pray for if we don't win. And you're going to find out more about that soon. So let's talk about the cards, man.
All right, so Backstab is a staple in every rogue deck. It's just efficient removal. It's incredible. It's a combo starter, 2 damage to an undamaged minion. It might be my favorite card in the game. Okay. Cold Blood, we use that to like a lot of people use Cold Blood as a finisher, but we don't run Leroy in this deck, so it's not a finisher. It helps trade with big minions. It makes your Argent Squires trade with a 5 health minion, easy. Mm-hmm. Deadly Poison's another staple in every rogue deck. It just makes your hero power like amazing. It unleashes the power of Blade Fury, or else everyone would just run the Fan of Knives.
Right.
We got Blood Mage Stelnos, that again staple in every rogue deck. Starts combos. It gives you a lot of spell damage. It's a nice card. Loot Hoarders, we put those in there because one thing with Rogue is you often are hurting for cards because you use everything so efficiently, but you use it quick. So you can kind of tell if you're like, turn 3 is the big turn for us, but like you can kind of tell how many cards you have by turn 5 or 6. You have like 3 cards in hand. So we kind of added some card draw in the Loot Hoarder. Okay. The Perdition's Blade, again, just an efficient removal. It can go, if you can combo it out, it can kill 2 knife jugglers.
Sure.
No problem. One with the face, one with the combo. The Blood Knight, first off, it's awesome if you can coin out a Blood Knight with an Ardent Squire on the board, because it's a 6/6
on turn 3.
Yeah, 6/6 on turn 3 is just huge.
Yep. Davey in the chat room real quick wants to know, is there anything we could possibly sub Edwin and Blood Mage with, for those who don't have the legendaries?
Edwin, just anything efficient for like big creatures. Like Edwin's like a good card in general, but you could sub it for any good decent 3-drop. Like, I don't. Can you pull up your 3-drops and I can just go over it quick? I mean, obviously King Mukla would be the ideal switch with it, but you know, if you don't have Blood Mage, you probably don't have Mukla.
Oops. There we go. There's your 3-drops.
All right.
So maybe I don't know. Maybe I don't know about a big game hunter or not.
I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to the big game hunter. It's another efficient removal. I would just go with like something like maybe a second Blood Knight or a, you know, you could go with an Earthring Farseer. You can go with even a Flesh-Eating Ghoul might be interesting. I'm not sure how good it'd be. I would personally go to the Earthring Farseer instead. Or I would just, you know, maybe you just don't want the 3-drop. Maybe I would just do it with another efficient creature like a Yeti. I wouldn't be opposed to that either. Yeah. I would actually. I think that sounds the best. If you don't have Van Cleef, I would go with the Yeti, and then Blood Mage. Just you want another card draw. If I was like, that's what it's kind of there for. It's spell damage and card draw. So I would just go with a Gnomish Inventor or a Novice Engineer.
Yeah.
I mean, Novice Engineers aren't that good anymore because it's a 1/1, but you know, it's there for the card draw, and it's a combo starter.
Okay. Well, there's some other things, and I know Davey pretty well. He is in the chat room quite a bit, and we're friends on Twitter, so I can probably get with you a little bit later after this. But so we have Edwin Van Cleef. Obviously, you gain 2/2 for each other card that's played earlier, and there's so many cards that you can play, spells and abilities and cheap costs that you can buff him up really nicely. The Harvest Golem, staple.
Efficient. Yeah, efficient.
Yep.
Just like it just has board presence. That's the beautiful thing about finding the Harvest Golem. And the SI7 agent, oh man, that combo is just, every time you get that combo, you're never unhappy about comboing an SI7 agent.
Right. Defenders, standard. Gnomish Inventor was one that I was really shocked to see in this deck.
Gnomish Inventor, the reason we put it in there was because we were toying around because we wanted one more card draw. And I toyed around Sprint. Sprint's too slow. Doesn't work in the deck. I know some people run it in their rogue deck, but if you look at the people who run it in their rogue deck, how often do they actually get it off and win?
Yeah.
It doesn't happen much. Because you're really playing it, it takes up your whole turn 7, or you're playing it on like turn 10. Chances are, you know, you can kind of tell if you win or lose by then anyways. So it's kind of a card draw. I mean, it's better than the Loot Hoarder. I'm not the Loot Hoarder. It's better than the Novice Engineer. And it's just, that's it. It's card draw.
Sure.
We had Fan of Knives in there, but I kind of like the Gnomish Inventor a little bit better because it's a creature. It gives you board presence.
Sure.
We got the Sengens Taunt just for, you know, taking out all those pesky hunters.
Yeah.
The Azure Drakes, card draw, spell damage. It's a staple on every rogue deck, unless you're playing Miracle, but that's a totally different realm.
Oh, right.
The Spiteful Smith is just like, if you can get it enraged, you know, your weapon becomes a monster.
Yeah.
Sunwalker, again, pesky hunters. It kind of gives you a little more survival. If you're dying for big creatures at the end, you got your Blood Knight sitting around. You get a Sunwalker, you Blood Knight 6/6 and 4/5.
Yep.
And then Rag's kind of a finisher. And the reason we don't play Leroy over Rag is because I feel comfortable dropping Rag on a lot more boards than I feel comfortable dropping Leroy.
Sure. Nothing wrong there, dude. So, all right, that is the deck we're running with, and we are going to play as many games as we possibly can. So, in the time allotted, let's give this a whirl. And off we go. Off to the races. Right. Game 1. Now,
first game Hunter.
Right? Oh my gosh, dude. So, like, what's your idea? Like, what are we trying to mulligan for, or does it matter, or what do we want to stay away from?
Well, one of the things is, what's interesting about Rogue is, if you go first, you're mulliganing for a lot different things than if you're going second. If you go second, you want to mulligan for anything you can combo. Okay. Anything, like SI7 agents especially.
Sure.
That's your goal, is to get good 3-drops, basically. If you're going first, I like the mulligan for Harvest Golems, backstabs, stuff like that. I will also keep a Loot Hoarder in almost every starting hand, and Argent Squires in almost every starting hand, because they're turn 1 and turn 2 plays that you never feel bad about.
Sure. So it looks to me like probably the two, the Defender and the Senjin are going bye-bye.
Oh, definitely. I mean, go for those 3 drops. I mean,
yep.
we're curving out nicely so far, pretty nicely. That's not too bad. I mean,
yeah.
So let's see.
Let's see what happens.
Turn 1 play.
M. Tramus in the chat room wants to know, how far up the ladder do you think we could get with this?
I can win 55 to 60% consistently in rank 2 to 1. I think you could take it to Legend. I think it's a good deck. I mean, it might take a little more time than those Hunters.
Sure.
But I think it could definitely carry you to Legend, no problem. I think it's very efficient. Okay. One of its weaker matchups is
Argent
the
Squire?
Control Warrior, which is
Squire
very prominent nowadays.
Is that what you want, Argent Squire?
Yeah, Argent
That's what I
Squire.
would do. Okay. Sorry, I just became that guy on turn 1 that sat there for...
Well, I mean, right now you got a beautiful curve. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
You know?
Sure.
That's an interesting move. I don't know if I've ever seen that before. Yeah.
Now, I could either Loot Hoarder or I could coin into the Eviscerate and take out the Flame Tongue.
Well, I'm not quite sure what he's planning with this Flame Tongue.
Okay.
So I would just do Loot Hoarder, and you can always coin Eviscerate that, and I would just put 1 damage on the Flame Tongue.
Okay.
No reason not to.
Okay.
Because that 1 damage to his face isn't going to do much.
Sure.
This is a very interesting deck we're playing.
This is where he's going. He's going for kill my totems and buff my dude.
All right. I would, Right now, I think I would coin out Defender of Argus, because you can clear the board with Defender of Argus and be left with a 2/2 and the Defender on the table.
Okay. So
and that's where I would go with that, because I would rather have a clean board than a Harvest Golem out there, which you can play on another time. Oh. So I'd place the Defender in the middle.
Shit, dude, my freaking.
It's all right. It's all right. We'll be all right.
I've got like a million windows going on, and I clicked out of my Hearthstone window and was trying to bring it back, and sadly I had to click to get it to happen. So.
Oh, well, the good news is that because we have that Divine Shield, at least you didn't taunt up the Loot Hoarder.
Yeah.
I would just trade in the Divine Shield and the 2/02, and then just go for the face with the Loot Hoarder.
Okay.
Because it's not a good trade, obviously, going for that.
Yeah. So, here we go, Twiz. Yeah. Oh, my God. So, anyways, yeah, I'm playing this, just so you guys know, when I do my streaming and everything like that, like, I've got the actual Hearthstone game, and Stutter's watching it, I've got Skype up, I've got my streaming software, I've got all of it on one screen, and I just got screwed. So, happens to the best of us.
I would right here, I would just Senjin and trade in that Flesh-Eating Ghoul. I have literally barely ever seen that card. It's very impressive.
Okay. I've seen him.
I always want to try it though. You know?
Dude, I've seen a Hunter deck where they drop the Flesh-Eating Ghoul. They
Flesh-Eating Ghoul Unleash.
Yes.
Ah.
Yeah, and then you're sitting there.
Fantastic move.
Yep. Yep. So, all right. So let's see here. We're sitting on 5 mana. I could either get a card draw.
I mean, I think you just go card draw all the way.
Yeah.
I think the Azure Drake is you should never feel bad about playing that Azure Drake on turn 5.
All right.
And then trade the.
I got the spell damage.
We don't want to do that yet because the backstab will be saved for something where we can like.
Okay.
First off, it sets off the combos, right?
Sure. Oh yeah, that's a good point.
We got a lot of stuff we can combo in this hand.
So, to the totem with the Senjin.
Yeah, you never want to leave card draw on the table if you can like avoid like those mana tides.
There you go. I'm a fan. I'm a fan.
I think we're in a good spot already. You know what would be an awesome draw right now?
What's that?
I was gonna say Blood Knight.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I would, because you have the spell damage, I might here just backstab Eviscerate that, and then drop a Harvest Golem, if you want. Or, no, whoa, what are we doing here? Amateur Hour. Drop the Van Cleef every time. That's a 6/6.
So, wait a minute.
So, I would backstab the Divine Shield off.
Off of, okay.
And then Eviscerate him. Yep. And then Van Cleef.
Van Cleef. All the way. And then taking it down to Chinatown.
Yeah, and that's one of the things is a lot of people, when they get Van Cleef, and they first get him, they're like, oh my god, I'm going to make him like a 14/14. He's going to be amazingly big. But just, he's fine as a 4/4 or a 6/6.
Sure.
Don't get excited, guys.
Yeah. And they're all out of range of Lightning Storm and stuff like that. It's not going to one-shot any of them, you know?
Exactly.
So.
Alright, let's, So, this is where we want to start the combo. This is why the Perdition's Plate is so good. So, I think we would start the combo with the Gnomish Inventor.
Okay.
And then I think we Perdition's Blade, we hit, or we aim the 2 damage at the Knife Juggler, I think. And then we hit the 2/2 with it.
Okay.
With your face.
With the face, yep.
Yeah, and then I would, to be honest, I'm surprised he hasn't silenced the Van Cleef yet. But I think I would just hit the 4/4 with the 6/5 Van Cleef just to keep the board clear, and then just go for the face with the rest. Okay. Because we don't want a good trade. He can get a good trade off of against the Testingo.
Sure. No, absolutely.
That Blade Flurry, like if he wolves, you just Blade Fury immediately too, because then got the spell damage. Oof. There he goes. All right.
That's why I almost was curious about going to the face and getting 6 damage to the face with him.
Yeah, but I think we have lethal. Let's count it up.
We got 4,
7,
8, 9, 10, 11.
We got lethal.
12.
Deadly Poison, and then just Blade Flurry, and that should take care of it.
Deadly Poison.
And that'll do 5 damage. That'll clear the, because you got the spell power.
Bingo.
Boom.
Done.
Money in the bank.
Fire in the hole. Fire in the hole. All right. 1 for 1, folks. 1 for 1.
Oh, you didn't tell me you were streaking.
Well, I can't keep that to myself. But yes, I am on a win streak. Yep. That was from playing earlier. So, all right. We'll do it up again. And Celtic Knight 78, big shout out to you. Thank you very much for your support. Really appreciate that. So,
I mean, that's one of the big things about this rogue deck is to just get board presence early and don't lose it. Like trade, like you don't have to put damage on the face, for the first few turns.
Right.
Like you can see right there, it'll happen.
M. Tramis says no assassinate in the deck. I just realized that.
Yeah, we don't play assassinate because it has such efficient removal, anyways. Yeah. Oof, this could be tough. This is one of the worst matchups. All right, let's Right now, I think I would go. You don't want obviously Mulligan Blade Fairy, and I think Mulligan Perdition's Blade too.
Okay. Let's see where we go with this.
That's tough.
That sucks.
That's a tough mulligan. All right. Well, at least we got a turn 2 play. That's something.
That works. I like your positive outlook, man.
Well, we got to keep it positive.
That's right, dude.
I get yelled at if I go negative, apparently.
Oh my God, Argent Squire. It just got real.
Oh man, I was hoping for that Blood Knight, man. I was praying.
Oh, you and me both.
I think what we want to do here is just Loot Hoarder.
Okay.
I know it's gonna trade, but we can just. It's either that or ping off the shield, and I think this is the better move.
Okay.
I could see protecting it, but we want to cycle cards because we don't have
a whole bunch
of cards in our hand yet.
Right, we don't have a bunch going for us.
There we go.
That helps.
There we go.
That
All right,
helps.
now we have two choices here. We could... I think we just Harvest Golem, because I know this guy's deck is probably Raynad's deck, and we can just... We'll eat it alive in a second.
Okay, so just Harvest Golem and call it a day?
Yep.
Okay, Harvest Golem.
And it's either going to go 2 for 1 right now, or he's going to go for the face. We want to get rid of that Fairy Dragon, though, with our weapon next turn, I believe.
Okay.
Or if he goes to the face, we could Argus. That's not a bad plan either.
All right. Chat room, how you guys doing? Can even log in. Yeah, you know what? I had that playful sprites error. Like every time I would win a game, it would then disconnect me, and it'd be like, "Oh, it's down for playful sprites being however they're being." I don't get it.
Playful.
They're being playful, and they're totally killing the game right now. So, all right, there's a Loot Hoarder and going for the face.
All right, that's expected. Oh yes, right here. We're gonna see the power of the Perdition's Blade.
Right.
All right, so we can do 2 damage with the Perdition's Blade. So what we're gonna do, I think we want to.
I was thinking we would backstab the Harvest Golem, Perdition's Blade, the Fairy Dragon, and then take out
Hit the Harvest Golem and then hit it with her weapon. Is what you were going to say?
Yes.
I like it.
You like it?
I'm not sure if we'll be able to... Yeah, we're good. We're good, because it's not a hero power or a spell.
Yeah. Yeah.
Perfect.
So, there we go. To the Harvest Golem. Perdition's Blade. To the Fairy Dragon. And then we'll take out the... We're taking out to the face the rest of the the Harvest Golem. Yes, that's right. And then am I going to 2 for 1?
Yep.
The Harvest
Take
Golem?
out the 2/1. Yep.
Okay.
And then we have next turn. We have obviously the Azure Drake.
Yep. Yep. It's shaping up. It's shaping up a little bit better here.
Yeah, we're coming back. All right. I think this turn we still just we could. I think we Azure Drake.
Okay.
Because next turn, you know, these guys are going to have such a tough time with that Sunwalker. Or we can... Yeah, we'll see what happens this turn, but I'm thinking we drop a Blood Mage and then taunt up both of the things. Okay. Or we can just taunt that up.
Sitting on the Perdition's Blade for this turn?
Yeah, sit on it. It's not going to do anything right now.
Okay. I'm just making sure I got clearance before I do anything, because I get click happy, dude. I get so click happy. It sucks. It's a downfall of mine, but it happens. It gets the best.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be that wrong to go for the face with it, but I think that would be suboptimal. Alright, because he cleared that, we just dropped the Sunwalker and we just... Oh, okay, hold on. Hold on. I think we dropped the Sunwalker still. I know we want to Deadly Poison that, but it wouldn't be good because you're only getting 1 charge off of it instead of 2.
Okay.
So I think we go Sunwalker here.
Okay.
You know, it's going to be too difficult for him to remove that. Like, he's going to have to trade in his minion and then Arcanite Reaper or do something along those lines.
You know, I gotta honestly say that I don't play the Sunwalker nearly enough. It does have so much value to it.
I think a lot of people say that. It's really good in this meta because of all the aggro decks.
Sure.
The meta is full of cheap, and I don't blame. I know a lot of people are like, oh yeah, you know, I hate aggro, and I say that too, but I don't mean it. I don't mean it, guys. Because a lot of people just got started in the game, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So it's tough for them to play aggro decks.
Sure, man.
I mean, it's tough for them to play anything besides aggro because they don't have the money to spend on the cards. Alright, so I think we're gonna... I know we delayed that one turn, and maybe we should have not. But I think we... Here, we're gonna kill the Frothing Berserkers because...
Right.
They're tough. They are a tough cookie.
Right.
So I think we just poison up. Then I think we just take one out with our weapon.
Okay.
Then I think we just we trade our Sunwalker with the other one.
Trade our Sunwalker with the other.
The Frothing, and then I think we
could either Gnomish Inventor.
I would Gnomish Inventor and maybe Blood Mage. We'll cycle it. We'll see what we get with the Gnomish Inventor here first.
Okay. Argent Squire. Do you want me to
and let's just weapon up.
Okay.
That Argent Squire is going to get taunted next turn.
Sure.
Big time. Everyone loves taunting an Argent Squire.
This time I'll be able to, hopefully, control my Defender of Argus. I have a tough time controlling it in public. Everybody knows that.
Sometimes I've got another can. It's wild.
I've got another can of... Hey, you know what, chat room? Here's a funny story. So, my wife sits down with me the other night, and she's like, look, we are literally a week away from being completely out of credit card debt. And I'm like, psh, what do we got to do to make this happen? She's like, we just need to, like, pinch our pennies a little bit for the week, okay? So, I go to my local grocery store, and I pick up this... I'm looking... We're going down the soda aisle, right? And I'm like... you know, well, there's like Pepsi and Coke and everything like that, but then there's like generic stuff too or whatever, and it's like the generic stuff is like $2.78 for a 12-pack, so it's like whatever, I can drink generic stuff for a week. Check this out. The Mountain Dew knockoff is called Hee Haw. What the hell is that? Hee Haw. Tell me you're kidding me. Tell me you're joking me. There we go. Who the crap came up with that name? Hee Haw. Anyways, it tastes like it sounds. So, all right, sorry. So we drew a Rags, and we got Argent Squire, and...
I think we stick to the plan.
What was the plan? We're going to Argent Squire and then taunt the crap out of him?
Yep, and then I would just go for face.
Okay, Argent Squire, throwing down Defender in between the both of them.
Yep.
Going for the face.
I might even do the weapon to the face too, because we're at a point where the game is like, you know, we got to start doing damage to him, right?
Sure.
We can't be on our backslide now.
Sure. I got 3 mana left. I could either dagger up again or
throw up the Blood Mage. It's not gonna. It's gonna cycle, which is nice.
Okay.
Let's see what he does here. I mean, the thing with this deck is it's a weapons-based deck that he plays.
Right.
And it just doesn't deal with taunts well at all. It's a good deck, guys. I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying, like, it just doesn't get around them.
Yeah. I haven't seen him use any executes yet either. And I know
this deck doesn't play him if I'm thinking of the right deck.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. That's wow.
I think it's silly as well.
Yeah. I mean, I would at least pack one. Just one. I mean, that's easy. At one cost, get it off the board, do some kind of bullcrap damage to it, and get it off the board so you don't have to worry about it, and then it's done.
Did you just read chat?
No.
Oh, was this you? I don't know. The Dr. Pepper version is called Dr. Thunder.
Oh yeah, Dr. Thunder. That's actually, I think that's Walmart's knockoff. Dr. Pepper, yeah, is Dr. Thunder.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
That's Eldorian from Blizz Pro. Yeah, there's Dr. Thunder. Or no, or is it and then there's, it's like Mountain Lightning or something like that. The generic sodas. Oh my god, dude, it's so unreal. Hee haw.
All right, I think this is a good spot to rag.
Okay.
So what I'm thinking is we trade in the 2-3 to the 4-2.
The 2-3 to the 4-2.
Yeah, and then we're gonna trade in the 3-5 to the 3-3.
Okay.
And then we're just gonna drop rag. And then my thought on this is like, yeah, we could make a safer play and like drop Defender of Argus and Testingo.
Sure.
But let's get a little aggressive. Let's keep this guy on his toes, and then because he's not going to be able to do 17 damage in one turn.
Sure.
The only way he couldn't even do that with Gromish and an Enrage, because that would do 12 because he has to get around that taunt.
Do you want me to go Dagger to the face?
Dagger to the face, because look at next turn. What are we gonna do? We're gonna drop 2 creatures, and that's it. Alright, so next turn, I believe we taunt up the Rag and taunt up... We'll just taunt the Blood Mage and the Rag, and then drop a Distingo. I think that's the next one, Dagger up.
Okay. I think that might be the play of the game.
I think this is pretty much over, because he has to armor up. He can't take that damage to the face, because then he's risking Rag killing him. Okay, he upgraded.
Okay. Now he's throwing out a bunch of crap to get rid of. Okay.
Well, let's see. What do we got here?
We got 2, 7, 8. No. We got 8.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, we have lethal.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dagger up.
Okay.
Hit his face with the dagger.
Okay.
And I think you hit his face with the Thelnos. And then you Blade Flurry. That should do 2. And then you Eviscerate. Done. Donezo.
Wow. See, you know what? Now here's the thing: is that's the second time we've had spell power minions on the board, and that Blade Flurry does not. It does not change the spell. I mean, you get spell power, but it doesn't give you a numerical change on the card face itself. So I always forget that it's going to do more damage than what's going on because we have that spell power.
Yeah, that also works for Shadow Flame in a Warlock deck. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like I always forget that too, because in the beginning I was like, "This is dumb."
Sure.
I should say it on the card, but oh well.
Sure.
Oh well, guys.
Oh,
sorry. Maybe if DKMR ever gets to make cards, we'll change it.
Oh man! Oh man! Oh man! Oh man! Oh man! So, no, this is. You're right, man. This has. It's got a lot of really great removal, a lot of good walls too.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
We knew we were gonna hit one.
That's right, dude.
All right. Well, I would keep this whole hand. I wouldn't do a thing to it.
Okay.
It curves out very nice.
Okay. I would agree with that. And we got the coin. Yeah, this will work out nicely, man.
Yeah.
But the only thing sexier that could possibly happen is to get that Blood Knight.
Yeah, well, we haven't gotten that combo yet.
We haven't gotten him yet. We haven't seen him yet.
We haven't even seen it yet, you know?
You know, it's really funny because he's a great card for what he does, especially when we got the Sunwalker, we got the Argent Squire and everything like that, but there's only one of him in the deck.
Well, if you have two,
yeah,
it's just too much.
Okay.
Just too much. You can't do it.
Argent Squire?
Yep.
All day long.
Now, the Perdition's Blade is especially awesome in this thing because that one damage, you don't have to combo it in this matchup.
Sure.
The one damage takes care of everything, pretty much.
Sure.
I would just dagger up here.
Okay.
And hit him to the face with the dagger.
Okay.
Let's get aggressive.
2 to the face, coming at you.
Yeah. Next turn, we can just coin out Testdingo. No problems. I know we like to use that coin to start combos,
right,
but taunts are more important in this matchup.
We also got to worry about loading up the board too, man.
Yeah, well, that's why I would be like, hey, you know, let's go SI7 agent and all that fun stuff. Let's just stick to the forget it.
Now
we're Blood Knighting.
There we go. Blood Knight it is.
This is it, guys. Because he has to deal with this thing. He can't race us anymore.
Yeah. Now, should I sit on the dagger or go for it again?
Hit it to the face.
Going.
Now, if we can get a Defender of Argus in here, game over.
Right. Game
over, guys. To be honest, I kind of hope he plays a creature so we can trade in the 1/1. So No, I'm serious, because then we can keep our minion count down.
Sure.
Alright, this is probably going to be misdirection. This is my guess. So I'll attack with the 1/1 first.
Yep.
Oh, that's an awesome card, too.
Sure. Alright. Let's see what we got here.
That's fine. That's fine. Keeping the minion count down, guys.
Sure.
I would just play Testingo and then attack to the face. Guys, we're winning the race.
That's
this
right.
is what's important.
Slow,
we're winning.
Sure. And we have not life tapped once in this whole thing.
Why would we life tap? Is Warlock.
I know. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
But it wasn't a lie. It wasn't a lie. We have not life tapped once.
That is true. That is true.
You know, I'm sorry. It's the hee-haw talking. So
we need like a little sound for the hee-haw.
I can make that happen. We'll have that next week.
Nice. That's what I like to hear.
Yep. All right. I think right about now he might be. I don't know.
Okay.
And here comes Unleash. Yes. 2, 4.
All right, well, that's not a problem, guys. I'm not joking. If we coin an SI7 agent,
yep,
that's going to combo into the 7/4, and then we'll just Perdition's Blade it with the 2 combo, and then we'll take out the 1/1 with the other.
Yep, with okay. All right, so I'm going to coin ahead of time. That way we got, all right, so here's that. We're going to SI7 into the 7/4.
Yep.
And then we're going to Perdition's Blade into the 7/4, or 7/2 now. We'll take out the 1/1 with the Tesdingo and 6.
Yeah, we want to keep the minion count down. And don't use the weapon yet.
Okay.
Because we want to, our idea is to deadly poison that and just go straight to the face.
Sure.
But I mean, we're in a significantly good position right now, guys. That doesn't mean it's Hunter, so we can always lose.
Sure. Anything can happen, but it's getting exciting.
Does he have another Unleash? Wow. Alright. Well, I'm not too worried, because if he... What does he have to have? He has to have another Timber.
Yeah.
Or that. That still puts him at a 3/3, guys.
Well, yeah, and like that's... okay.
I don't know what he's thinking here.
I got nothing, because it's like... Yeah. whatever.
All right. Well, this is an issue. So we can do 6. We can do 10 damage right now. But I think we trade.
I think we have to trade some. Because we have no immediate card draw. I think we Deadly Poison, hit him to the face with that.
Deadly Poison, hit him to the face.
Yeah, and then I think we trade one of our 3/3s into that 2/1.
Yeah. Get rid of his card draw. Okay.
Yep. And I think we trade the other 3/3 into the other 2/1. Just to keep the damage down. We're in a good lead. We can sit there and hold back for Reg. He's used 2 Unleashes, so just drop the Argent Squire and the Harvest Golem.
Yep. Yeah.
That's one important thing with this Hunter matchup is always watch the total.
Yeah.
Always watch the number, or count the number of Unleashed Hounds. Mm-hmm. And, I mean, you should be counting cards. Like, the better you get, the more cards you're going to be counting.
Sure.
Like, what's important, what's not important.
Absolutely. While we're waiting on this, guys, I just want to bring up, real quick, every Friday, Blizz Pro releases the DKMR Deck of the Week. So make sure you're going to hearthstone.blizzpro.com where you will see the Deck of the Week. This is not the Deck of the Week. It might be in the future. I'm not sure. But
Might be a spoiler alert then. We can't have that.
That would be a spoiler alert. Yep, can't have it. But you can go there and check that out. And also, you guys, I cannot talk enough about the DKMR forums. They've got card analysis, they've got decks, they've got budget decks. You know, you don't have to have all the legendaries in the world to make a good deck. They have budget decks that take you up the ladder very far. They're very efficient. They're very fun to play. So make sure you're utilizing the DKMR forums at don'tkickmyrobot.com. So here we are again with a 7-4.
That 7/4, man. It's really angering me. Well, let's throw down an Azure Drake. Let's see what we draw. If we draw a Blade Flurry, sorry guys, we win. Nope. Alright, that sucks. We might have to take 7 to the face. Let's see. So if we do that, he has to have...
Well, if we take 7 to the face, he's going to have to...
He's going to do 13 damage, but he already has 4. So he has to do 9 damage, which would give him weapon. I mean, it's pretty easy for him to do 9 damage. Yeah. Especially 7, because he's got the hero power. So you got that, and you got that.
I almost wonder if we should have just played Rags.
We can't. It's 7.
I know. Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I would have dropped Rag, no problem. Like, no questions asked. I think you trade. I think you hit the face. You hit his 7/4. We take it. We got to take. Okay. And then we trade the 1/1 for that Timberwolf. And then we
go to the face.
Yep.
Obviously, no other options. Should I dagger
up? Oh, dagger. Yeah, dagger.
Okay.
If we live this turn, guys, we win. But I guess during that 3/3, we should have just went to the face. We might have played that a little too conservatively. But I think we're still gonna win. I believe.
It's going down. I'm yelling timber.
Yeah. That's it, right there. That's game. He doesn't have it. He has to explosive trap right now or taunt, or else we win.
Oh, you had to say it.
I can guess what that is.
You had to say it.
Yep, but more importantly, we drop Rag.
Yep.
That would have been nice last turn.
2, 4, yeah.
Just drop Rag, because he's... And don't even attack.
Just drop Rags.
Yep. Take the 50-50 every time.
Okie dokie.
Because we know he doesn't have the damage.
Oh.
And without... No, that's fine. With Rag on the table, we don't ever have to attack his face. Well, we win. Because think about, okay, right here, we first off test what that trap is.
Should I go for the minion or the face?
Go for the minion.
Snake trap.
That's perfect. That's perfect. All right, we do that. Trade the 2/1 in.
Okay.
Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna drop down the Blood Mage Thelnos.
And then we're gonna Blade Flurry.
You got it. See, I don't know why I'm coaching you here.
Yeah. Trust me, it needs to happen, and that's game.
Well done. Well done.
GG. GG. All right.
You lose! Good day, sir!
So.
Gotta love that Wonka.
That's right. That's right. So this is working along. This is, it's coming along rather nicely, and it can work for you if you follow your dreams. So.
Is that from a movie or something?
What's that?
If it can work for you if you follow your dreams. I feel like I've heard that somewhere.
Actually, there's a band called Real Big Fish that I'm a huge fan of, and they have a live album where they talk about, this is a song about a girl who left me for another girl, and the other guy goes, and it can happen to you if you follow your dreams. Anyways. All right, so here we are: Defender Vargas, Eviscerate, Harvest Golem, Blood Mage.
I'd keep the Harvest Golem, and I think that's it.
Okay.
You always have a turn 2 play as a rogue because you just dagger up.
Dagger up. Man, see, and that's the thing. For me, like, I don't know, I'm just so conservative sometimes, but it's like I wouldn't want to have given up my Eviscerate. I
thought about it. It wouldn't be wrong to give it up,
yeah,
or to not give it up. This is going to be awesome. I would end turn. When I said this is going to be awesome is because we have Van Cleef.
Uh-huh.
I would, right now, he might have it, he might not have it. I would just coin Van Cleef.
Really?
Yep.
Okay. Coin Van Cleef.
He probably is going to Earthshock that. But who cares?
Okay.
Because that's all. It's 1 for 1. It's if he doesn't have an answer, you have a 4/4 on the board right now.
Yeah.
That's huge. 4/4 turn 2. That's that's how you play Van Cleef in this deck. He's just big creature. Quick.
Now, would you have done? I mean, what I maybe would have done is backstab that totem.
The thought crossed my mind, but I don't think a 6/6. I don't think is that much different from a 4/4.
Yeah. Plus, it's wasting a backstab, and when he might have that silence.
Exactly. We're going to use the backstab some other time.
Sure.
Definitely.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, exactly. It's too much commitment. I would trade the 4/4. I would kill the spell power totem and just drop a Harvest Golem.
Okay. Kill the spell power. Drop in the golem. Okay.
The good news is next turn we can dagger up, or we can loot hoarder. We can do both, actually. That's what I think we're going to do. We know he doesn't have an Earthshock, because he would have used that forever ago. Wow. Well, good thing we killed the spell power.
Right.
That is unfortunate for him.
Yeah.
Which is...
Oh. Let's say goodbye to your healing totem. Okay.
That's fine. That's fine. That's great. He used a lot of cards to remove that. Oh, I would just drop this dingo.
Yep.
Yep. I mean, this is like when it's like the deck's really running, because I mean, right now the deck's kind of just playing itself.
Sure. Sure. I would have screwed it all up between backstabs and eviscerates and whatnot, but that's just me.
Well, I would right now. I would We might want to save an eviscerate. I would dagger up, deadly poison it. I would trade in the 3/5 to one of them, and I would drop a loot hoarder and trade in your weapon for another.
Okay.
You could eviscerate it, but what I'm thinking with the eviscerate is because it's coming to turn 6.
Sure.
He's probably going to have a fire elemental.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Okay.
I mean, we can always. It's not perfect, but backstabbing and eviscerating a fire elemental is like, it's not a terrible play.
What's the play here? You want me to loot hoarder? You said.
Yeah, just loot hoarder. Hit one of them with your weapon, hit the other with your Testingo, and then go 2-1 to the face.
Right.
Yeah, and I think. I mean, now that I think about it, us playing around fire, Ollie is like not really needed because he's going to be, he's mana locked right now, but it will come in the future.
Sure.
And it's just why use it when we can save it?
No, I agree with that, man. That's a good play. Yeah, Dibface says incoming lightning bolt. He was surprised he didn't have the lightning bolt or earth shock. So.
Man, this guy is so unlucky. I feel bad for him.
3 to the face.
Yep. I mean, he's not in a bad spot. Like, we don't have that much of a lead right now.
Right.
Well, Azure Drake.
Yep.
I was gonna say Loot Hoarder, but
May as well go for the gusto. Another backstab. And 2 to the face, sit on the dagger.
yep. The dagger's awesome because we have Blade Flurry.
Sure.
That's actually not a bad card to draw right there. I would, we have 2 choices here. We could backstab it and then trade in the 2-1. And then play a Loot Hoarder and taunt up both creatures.
That's
Not
a
a
good
bad
play.
play.
Nope, I think that's a good play, dude.
I think that's the smarter play. The other play would be to get an Eviscerate and then just eviscerate it after playing like a Loot Hoarder. But I like the first play I just said better because I think it's more efficient, and I don't think the 2-1 has really big chance of like surviving for a long time.
Right.
Even though he had both Lightning Storms already. But I think getting a Loot Hoarder out there and then taunting up both creatures is clutch. Because it kind of makes the Loot Hoarder a little more valuable.
Sure.
You nailed that Defender, Vargas. I'm proud of you.
Dude, on the money, man. Look,
Yeah, right there.
I will only screw up like 3 times and then forget it. It's not happening again. Not gonna happen. No way. Yep. Davey says, RNG, baby. It's either on your side or it's not. I say it every time. You either get the cards you need or sometimes you don't. So. Okay.
I would just hit him to the face with everything and then drop Rag.
All right.
50-50, right?
Right? Should I dagger to the face?
Actually, hold on. That's... Yeah, we don't have lethal otherwise. So yeah, I would dagger to the face.
And then dropping rags.
Yeah, it's either going to kill his 4/5, which is efficient, or it's going to kill him, which is better.
Sure.
No, this is not the same deck.
Boom.
There we go.
That's that.
This is not the same deck as Alchemist's deck, but it is. It plays very similar, I think. I think he uses more later game cards. Well, I kind of used more geared towards like getting rid of like all these aggro decks.
And you know what, guys? Just for those of you who are wondering, should we show them? Should we show them what happens if we were to lose a game, or not? I mean, show them what to look.
Maybe at the end. Maybe
at the end. Okay.
We could still lose a game.
It's true. It's very true. It's very true. I don't even want to bring it up. Don't even want to bring it up. It's not even fun. Okay. So get rid of the defender or no?
Yeah, defender, and then hope we curve out.
Okay. It's a card draw.
Yeah, DKMR. It's a great place. You should check out the website any chance you get. Any chance you get, man.
M. Travis says, Rogue, OP. DKMR, OP. Twiz is okay. Oh, love it. All right, Argent Squire in the house. Here we go. I'm saying coin into the Flame Imp. That's what I'm saying. This Outlaws, he seems like a coin into the Flame Imp type of guy. That's my guess.
You mean coin into Knife Juggler?
Or no, not wait, no, did I meant no, the other
You said
combo.
coin Flame Imp because
No.
Flame Imp is a 3-2 for 1.
No, the combo I was thinking of was coining into the Voidwalker Young Priestess combo. That was the combo I was thinking of.
Oh, yep, that is a deadly combo right
Yeah.
there. I would just drop Blue Hoarder, keep it going. We have a backstab now, which just...
Sure.
Yeah, guys, I lose the Hunter all the time. They want a sound effect if we win, so I guess we have to win.
Okay. Okay, we can do that. I got a good one. I got one queued up here we can do.
I think this might be handlock, but I don't know if we usually see handlock this early on in the ladder. I would dagger up and hit him to the face. Handlock's kind of tough for us because because they're big creatures are always tough for everyone. Actually.
You want me to dagger to the face too?
No. No, save the dagger.
Yeah, this says maybe coin into a Drake. Yep.
Yep.
Okay, well, this isn't that bad.
Oh, that's unfortunate. To be honest, I would just Gnomish Inventor and go to the face. Just ignore it. Because next turn, we're going to have a much better turn for dealing with that.
Okay.
And this is a little greedy, but next turn, if we can Blood Mage into the backstab, it's going to do... and then we're going to SI7, and that's going to do 5 damage. Because then we have 3 on the board,
You want me to go to the
Don't
face?
do anything with the
Okay.
dagger yet. Just keep
Alright.
it there.
All right. And end turn?
Yep.
Okay. See what we get here. Fruition. Yeah, he's going to drop a giant here pretty quick in the next
Yep.
turn or two.
Well, now we can't backstab him, which is alright. We can backstab that, though. Alright, we're going to... I would do... It's going to do 4. We still can't kill that easily.
I mean, we could get rid of it altogether, but that would be a...
We can't backstab it, remember. We could Spiteful Smith. Backstab our own Spiteful Smith. But that's getting crazy.
That's getting a little too radical for...
Yeah, I don't think we're ready for that yet. I also don't think it wouldn't kill the thing completely. I might just drop the Spiteful anyways. It's a big creature. He's gonna have to deal with it.
Okay.
And I would just leave this shield on for now.
Okay. And
Yep.
just end turn.
And I think that's it. Just end turn. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Like, this isn't like our best matchup because, like, again, efficient removal. It's like uses like it's hard to get around these big guys.
Yeah.
Who jinxed us? Somebody jinxed us in chat saying we never lost.
That was probably me talking about it.
No, I'm pretty sure that was Firebat. We're never gonna see it. Sexy never loses.
Oh gosh.
That's money. Money in the bank.
Let's you gonna do?
That's less money in the bank. All right. That's okay. That gives us an option to deal with this stuff. So what we're gonna do is, I would drop the Blood Mage. And then I would do a backstab on the 3/3.
Okay. Dropping the Blood Mage.
Backstab the 3/3. And then just aim the Perdition's Blade at the taunt, and then hit it with the taunt. Yeah. And then hit it with everything you got, like everything you can hit it with. And
Okay.
that should kill it.
Yep. Face. And bubble. Just in time for a giant. Let's see here. He's got 9 cards.
If we get Eviscerates, by the way, we're going to save them.
Okay.
Because then we can... Oh, you're right, giant.
Yep.
Alright, well, we might be able to deal with this, but we might not. If we draw an Eviscerate, he's going to freak out.
Bingo.
Backstab Eviscerate it. That's it. And then drop it to Stingo. Yeah, drop it. I was thinking for a second we might want to Harvest Golem and then hit him to the face and dagger out, but I don't think we want to do that.
Should I sit on the dagger?
No. No, we're at a point where we need to start doing some damage.
Okay.
We need to... The thing with this deck is it's like such a beatdown deck that it's almost hard to just burst him down.
Yeah, because once he gets below 10, we know we've got 2 Molten Giants to look forward to. Actually,
Exactly.
we're sitting in Molten Giant range.
Right now, I wouldn't be surprised if he plays one next turn.
Yeah.
Once we see a Molten Giant, we just got to start going for face.
Yeah.
We might want to save that SI7 agent. You know what I feel like we're going to draw next turn? I'm feeling it. It's going to happen.
What's that?
We're going to get Rag.
Think so?
Absolutely.
All right. I'm good with that. I could use Rags right now, or Defender of Argus, whatever works better.
Yeah, I guess this works too. I would just taunt up my 2 1/1s. Let's save the Blood Mage Thelnos. Let's taunt up the 1/1 Ardent Squire and a Harvest Golem,
Okay.
and then let's just go for face. Let him deal with other stuff, not the other way around, because we don't have an efficient way to deal with that. I know he's going to be able to draw Mountain Giants for free, and I know it's unfortunate, but I don't see any way in the future to be able to deal with that. I do wish we had an Assassinate, but I think if instead of running Assassinate, I would run the Black Knight.
Yeah.
I think it does the same thing.
And all in all, this deck is built around, basically 2 of those Twilight Drakes, 2 of the Molten Giants, 2 of the Mountain Giants. You've got basically 6 monsters that you got to deal with, and there's not a ton of removal, but there's a bunch of other.
Yeah. And Clayton, you said that if we, or no, not Clayton. Who was it? Hitting his GD Rag 5N. The reason we just do it is because if he taunts up a creature, anyways, we're not doing well, anyways. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, that was a strong move by him.
Yeah. I think we're effed and far from home.
Well, let's just drop the Sunwalker and then let's let's do that to the 9/9 taunt.
Did 2 damage?
Yep.
Okay.
Let's just put a little damage on it.
Okay.
And I think we're not doing well, but we'll see. We'll see. I mean, 3 out of 4 guys isn't bad in general.
What do you mean 3 out of 4?
I mean, like if we lost this game.
Oh, we've done more than 4 games, haven't we?
We did Shaman, we got Hunter, we did Warrior, and then we got Shaman again. Yeah, we've done 5 games. This will be 6. No, this will be 5.
Ooh, power
think,
overwhelming. This, yeah, I think this is 5. Yeah.
I would just Blood Knight and taunt it up and hope.
Sure. That's all we can do. Dagger up too. Why the hell not, right?
Yep.
And I'm gonna sit on it because there's no use in. Yeah.
Well, guys, we haven't actually lost. If he taps and we draw Rag, we have a 1 in 4 chance.
That's right.
Except for he's about to Siphon Soul that.
Yeah. No.
That's Alex. Well, that's unfortunate because we can't combo it. All right, I think the strongest play here is to concede.
Do we concede or do I just go to the face with the Molten Giant?
Yeah, let's go out classy. Let's
That's
go to
right.
the face of the Molten Giant. Yeah,
Molten Giant. Happens.
Let's make it good.
All right. Okay. So that just happened. And I've got some bad news here because here's what happens when we lose. Okay. I don't like to be aggressive on the show. I really don't. I don't like to encourage, animosity or anything like that. But Stutter's done very well, and I want you to know that we have something here for you guys. It's known as the Bunny Cam. Okay? Now, here's the thing, is the Bunny was really, really hoping on Stutter pulling through here, but it didn't happen. So I want you guys to know that the Bunny's going to have to pay for the loss. And that's just how we roll here on the show. So this is not your fault. It's not your fault. All right, let's hope we don't have to do that again. Let's hope we don't have to do it again. So, anyways, all right, moving right along. I think we got 7 minutes. You want to go for one more game?
Absolutely.
All right. Let's
No questions asked. I feel bad for this next guy because we lost one. Ready.
Let's do it up. Let's do it up.
Crush him.
I forgot how many wins I was away from getting 10 more gold.
All right, so we got a warrior here.
Okay.
Let's. This is a fantastic starting hand. I would just do Cold Blood, get rid of that, and that's it.
Okay.
And then hopefully he's not control. Because if he's not control, he might as well concede now. If he's control, we'll still have a tough time because he can efficiently remove the Blood Knight.
Okay. So right out of the hole, we're doing Argent Squire.
Yep. It looks like he's control. Yep, Argent Squire.
That's right. You win, or the bunny suffers. That
Don't
bunny
you
will
dare knock off that shield.
All right. Coin into the Blood Knight.
Yeah, who doesn't want to do that? Who wants to see coin Blood Knight?
Let's do it. Let's
hear it.
I'm on fire for Jesus. Let's make it happen. Now, do I go to the face or do I play?
Go to the face because it's going to give him armor. Let him make the trade.
Yeah.
And then if he makes a trade, you just dagger up with deadly poison and finish it off.
Cool. Turbos says, make the bunny drink hee-haw next time. Now, look, that's just inhumane. That is just not... There's some things you don't do. I mean... But that bunny is going to be part of the show, just so you guys know. So, get ready.
Yo, so I went to the vet, you know, and like, they were like telling me, they were listing all the stuff I'm not allowed to let my dog eat. And like, literally at least 3/4 of the stuff is like stuff that I eat. And I'm like, are you kidding me? My dog's eating this, or not allowed to eat this, and I can? It's ridiculous.
Makes no sense.
I
It's
know.
like-
I would just dagger up, you know, deadly poison.
Dagger up.
Hit the 1/3.
Which one?
The left one, the armor smith.
Okay.
Because I'd rather have him not have armor.
And then 6 to the face.
6 to the face. I mean, I do want to limit his drawing ability, so I guess I would trade with his 1/3.
Trade with the 1/3?
Yeah.
Alright.
Now, what worries me is if he has an execute, we're screwed. But I would rather
Or you
let
want him
us
to
make the trade and then him like do some whirlwind stuff.
Okay.
So I'd rather play around like that. I'd rather just give him 1 card. So I would trade.
Okay. You don't have an execute. You don't have an execute. You don't have an execute. You don't have
No
an
way.
execute. You don't have... No, he doesn't.
All right, that's beautiful. Oh wait, no.
Okay, well that's what we wanted to prevent anyways. So at least we weren't just playing around nothing, right?
No, that's fine. We could... Bingo.
I would-
Argent Squire and then SI7.
I would do that. It gives us a little better board presence. Testing is very nice, but it will be useful later, and I would rather activate a combo when I can.
Sure. And then should I sit on the dagger?
Yep, sit on it, and probably by now he's drawn an execute or something or another.
Yeah.
It's okay, we're not in a terrible position.
I'm sitting right now. And you're right, it's not a terrible position. I'm fairly comfortable. I have a nice office chair. So,
Wow.
wow, brawl.
Wow. We can hope that 6/4 is gonna survive.
Yeah, buddy.
Yes. Yeah, buddy.
Sorry about that.
That was a shot.
Oh my gosh.
I think you dropped the Azure Drake right now. You know the spot he's in. You know the spot you're in. Oh yeah, this is fantastic.
Sit on the dagger.
Sit on the dagger.
Man. That Blood Knight, he's been with us since turn 2, man. Still hanging in there for the long haul.
Finally,
There it is. There it is. Finally
Earned-
got it.
he earned that.
He did.
I
Absolutely.
respect that. Let's see. He's gonna. All right. Well, I think this next turn we're gonna get a little aggressive here.
Okay.
I think what we do, because we want to keep that armor off of him.
Cold blood.
Obviously. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You got it.
Cold blood.
And I would. No. Don't cold blood first. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Test Dingo, then cold blood. We want to get the combo. Let's.
Oh,
get that.
that's right, dude. That's right. I forgot. See, this is why you coach. There we go. Boom.
Oh yeah, we cannot be upset on how long that Blood Knight lived against the Control Warrior.
Oh, absolutely. It seems to me like he's playing the deck that, you know, it's building up armor, it's got card draw, it's got a ton of removal, and then he's got a fistful of nightmares at like turn 8, 9, 10, stuff like that. He's probably
well, we're coming to that, so we got to beat him down quick.
Right.
But if he doesn't do anything, we have lethal next turn. Unfortunately, they always do something.
Yeah.
You know, that's the thing about Hearthstone. He did not do anything. Oops. Well, those are some big creatures. So if we Blood Mage into Eviscerate, that's 6 damage. That's 8 damage. So that's
and then
14 damage, and you just dagger and go.
Yep. So
There
Blood
we go.
Mage into Eviscerate.
Yep.
Mage.
That's a 6 damage right there, Eviscerate.
6 to the face.
Yep.
8 to the face. 3 to the
Boom.
face. Dagger. And that is the end of that.
There we go.
That's it. That's it. So, very good. Very good. Well, I'll tell you what, guys. Oh, you know what? I got to buy a pack now. I got 105 gold. Should we open the pack up? Let's buy a pack and open it.
You gotta open the pack. If you buy a pack, you gotta open. You can't let the pack sit there.
Well, I mean, like
listen. If this pack is sitting there, maybe you should let it linger and let all these viewers come back, and then next week you open up the pack.
I think by next week they will have forgotten, and I probably will have too. So let's just do it up. All right, come on. All right, there's a blue. No, nothing.
Oh.
Nothing. Garbage all around. Garbage all around. So, alrighty. Well, everybody, that is pretty much going to take care of this episode. So, if you want the deck list, you know what? I'm going to be revamping. Maybe I'm looking at revamping the old Twizcast.com and maybe putting up the shows for DKMR or KCDKMR and everything like that. But you know what? I will. You can either follow me on Twitter at TwizBP or follow Sexy Stutter at DKMR_SXI Stutter. And just let us know if you want this deck list, and we will be more than happy to get it to you. If you have any questions on it, I'm totally sure you can hit Stutter up and he'll tell you, you know, the best idea or whatever. Again, real quick, guys. Go to the don'tkickmyrobot.com forums. Check out the articles that they've got going on there. Go to blizzpro.com, hearthstone.blizzpro.com. Every Friday there's the DKMR deck of the week. You know, these guys are just awesome at what they do. If you're looking for coaching or anything like that, DKMR offers that. And I think that's about it for what we got right now. Is there anything you want to bring up or talk about?
Yeah, just another shout out to hearthstats.net. I mean, sponsors, fantastic. Use it. Whether you are like just beginning Hearthstone, you know, a beginner, or you're super advanced, keeping track of your games will help you immensely, because it will be like, oh, well, I thought I was good in this matchup, but it turns out I just forgot the 5 games I lost to Hunter, and I only remember the 2 that I won. So it's like, just keep track, you know. Shout out to them, and shout out to all our partners, and of course, you, Twiz.
Oh, much love, dude. You know what? It was a good first episode. It was a good first episode for you and me, and we're gonna loosen up. We're gonna have a whole bunch of fun, and this is gonna be a good time. So,
oh yeah. Also, because on turn 2, Alchemix gave me a shout out, so shout out to Alchemix specifically. DKMR, reigning King of the Hill champion. Watch him. Watch the rest of DKMR streamers.
Absolutely beast. Yeah, and that's another thing. DKMR's website, the front of it, there is a whole list of all the streamers and when they go live. So you can click right directly on their Twitch channel. You do streaming yourself. When do you stream?
I stream Tuesday and Thursday night usually. And I stream whenever I'm in a tournament, which this weekend will be a lot because I want to play in a lot of tournaments this weekend.
Sure.
And I got family in town. I don't want to deal with family.
I don't blame you, dude. I've been there. So, all right, guys. Well, that's going to take care of it for everybody here. So no matter who you play with or what you're playing or whatever you're doing, the bottom line is have fun. Have a wonderful night, everybody. Take care.
Have a good one, guys.